Hey guys, I'm Dean. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be checking out a death battle from Rooster Teeth. This one is Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers, Friday the 13th versus Halloween. So in the spirit of Halloween, which was yesterday for me, but pretty much today for everyone else internationally, I thought I'd dive in and check this out. I was going to do a whole reaction series to the death battle stuff, but I just got so many spoilers from the people in the comments, kind of ruined my whole plan. So I kind of ditched it early on, but I was really excited to be checking this series out because I think it's very unique in its concept and a lot of fun. So for people to just spoil it right out the gate, first episode, I'm like, okay, thanks very much. Let's just scratch that idea. But this only just got released a few hours ago, so I'm going in unspoiled, and it might just be, well, it's going to be just a one-off thing. So, been a big fan of both Jason and Mike. This should be a lot of fun. Of course, we got Jason versus Freddy a few years ago. No more movies since. That would have been very cool, but yeah, it sucks. I just love 80s horror, man. That's my generation. It's my jam. So anyway, let's see how this goes. Jason versus Michael. Straight out the gate, I'm kind of backing Jason because he's a supernatural zombie brought back from the dead. Whereas Michael's more of an unstoppable killing machine, but he's still human. So I don't know who's going to win this. I'm backing Jason, but it could be Mike. He's very cool and handy with the blade as well. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Don't forget like and subscribe and all that stuff. Patreon, down below, socials. Come say hi.
Prepare yourselves. It's time we tell the tale of Crystal Lake's masked murderer, Jason Voorhees.
And the horrifying boogeyman of Haddonfield, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to bring terror and fright on this
Nice.
Halloween night on Death Battle.
I haven't seen Halloween Ends yet.
Within
Can't wait.
the woods of Crystal Lake lurks a killer, buried but not dead, doomed to rise from the grave and slaughter those who live and love, if you know what I mean.
This is the curse of Jason Voorhees.
Rumor has it he was a deformed child, bullied and harassed all of his life, only cared for by his single mother.
There's a
But
comic?
Not even Mama Voorhees could save Jason when he tragically drowned at Camp Crystal Lake. Or did he?
Or did
time,
he?
Crystal Lake became wrought with strange disappearances.
Wow,
and
I want this
violent
comic.
deaths.
Including the camp counselors who should have been watching Jason when he drowned all those years ago. Someone or something ... was out for vengeance.
And yet
Kevin.
these harrowing murders were committed by none other than Jason's own mother.
His mommy did
Pamela
it.
Voorhees,
Prequel series
seeking
coming
revenge
apparently.
against those who neglected her child, dooming him to his terrible end.
Crystal Lake about the
Actually
mum.
makes a lot of sense. Good for her, I guess.
However, even after her killing spree was cut short, the deaths continued. Nobody could prove it, but maybe, just maybe, Jason was still alive.
The boy in the
Holy shit.
lake.
Yeah, he's definitely alive.
Then he's still
Wait,
there.
Has he been living in the lake this whole time?
Yes.
Jason has fortitude far beyond any normal man. You can swing an axe in his face, blast half his body away, or trap him in an exploding building. Yet it will all be in vain.
Even when one of the few survivors of his attacks
Corey.
hacked him to pieces, Jason rose again.
Tommy
Seriously,
Jarvis.
This happens a lot.
Nobody knows the true source of his unkillable nature.
Jason
Some
Lives,
say
great
it's
movie.
an indigenous curse. Others say it's the Necronomicon, and some
Yes.
even say it's a hell worm. So not too many reasonable answers.
Either way, be careful.
The hell
or you
worm.
just might end up on
Oh,
the wrong
part
side
2.
of Jason's trusty machete. Something he uses with enough strength to split skulls and pierce metal.
Even
Remake,
when Jason has
part
no
10.
weapon, he can be resourceful and oddly creative with his kills. He might bludgeon you to death with a sleeping bag,
Part 7.
drown you in a garbage can,
Part 8.
or snap you in half between a bedfold.
Freddy
Worst
versus
of
Jason.
all, this demented mama's
Part
boy
3.
will always get his prey.
Part 2.
Oh, you think you can run away? Well, think again, idiot. He can teleport.
No, he can't.
Oh yeah.
He just
Well,
walks
how about
fast.
The time he appeared in multiple places at once around this dance floor.
There was
See?
that.
Teleporting.
Wrong. Hallucinations resulting from a mix of cocaine and panic.
Okay, smartass. How about when he teleported from one end of this ship to another? How'd he get there?
Actually, when watching the full scene for complete context, there is plenty of time afforded for Jason to jump down the deck while off camera. He is quite athletic after all.
What, without making any sound? The guy's built like he's made of
It's a
100
storm.
brick houses. Are we watching the same movie?
Look, fans have argued this for years, and while admittedly those moments are questionable, they're not enough to prove actual teleportation.
Okay, how about this one? In Jason X, where 3 soldiers are shooting him straight on, and he just disappears. Poof! Gone! While they're looking right at him, goddammit, it's teleporting.
Well, I'm sure there's a logical
There's a case for
explanation.
it.
I just stared at this scene while processing 900 trillion frames per second. And Boomstick is correct.
Ha!
Also, now my eyes are broken. Joy.
You know, Jason can actually teleport in the video game, so I believe it.
I suppose teleporting would explain how, despite his hulking size, Jason can move with ghostly silence and pick off victims one by one. Are you sure about this, dummy?
Oh,
Dummy.
go on.
Either way, Jason's unstoppable bloodlust makes him a horrifying threat.
Even if you think you're protected by a foot
Well,
of
over
solid
200
steel,
people.
he'll just crash through it to stab you.
And though it's tough to believe, there may actually be a deadlier Jason out there too.
Stronger, faster,
Escaped
and
hell by
campier.
force.
This is Uber Jason, rebuilt from Jason's remains through a sinister fusion of science and mysticism.
Yep.
And guess what?
Oh.
Normal Jason later fought Uber Jason
What?
and actually held his own. Yeah, the comics get kind of wacky. Just go with it.
Only natural for a monster that has fought other supernatural entities.
I want
Like
these
Freddy
books.
Krueger, Leatherface, and the groovy man himself, Ash Williams.
Indeed. So be warned, if you ever see a shadow moving through the darkness and hear a familiar run. Jason is out to find you.
Nice one.
And chances are you are not leaving alive.
In the remake, they just said that Crystal Lake just had a lot of corridors underneath, and that's how we got around real
Halloween
quick.
night, Michael Myers was born into the world as a seemingly
How are they
normal
gonna do
child.
Michael's
However,
timeline?
Beneath his pale, blank face hid something dark, something evil.
Link me with these
evil?
books, guys.
Well, he stabbed his sister Judy to death when he was just 6 years
Yep.
old. Oh, what a rascal.
Michael was institutionalized
Favorite horror
in a
movie ever.
sanitarium, where he simply sat still, almost like a machine. His psychiatrist, Dr. Loomis, spent 8 years trying to reach him.
TV
but Michael
edit.
never said a word.
But even when locked up, he still managed to get away with several murders, including Loomis's fiancée. There was no helping or stopping Michael. More than anything, he wanted to
His
kill.
birth
After
stillborn.
15 years, the night before Halloween, he broke out of the sanitarium, leaving behind one word: sister.
Yep.
The story goes Michael had another sibling, Lori, and for some unknowable reason, he wanted her to suffer the same fate as Judy. And everyone else, really. He's not too picky, and he could do it too.
For in his hands, anything can be a deadly weapon. Countless reports of various murders have appeared across Haddonfield. He's exploded heads, boiled people alive, and used his trademark knife to stab poor souls to walls like some macabre piece of art.
When they say to admire your work, I don't think this is what they meant. And this isn't some special combat knife or dagger. He did this with an ordinary kitchen knife.
Yep.
Michael is also surprisingly clever, despite being confined for nearly all his
He
life.
can drive.
At some point, he apparently taught himself how to
Yep.
drive.
It's pretty clear this masked psycho was definitely plotting something while he was in the ward.
All these kills were just a detour to his ultimate goal, Lori. On an all too familiar Halloween night, he finally met his long-lost sister and nearly killed her.
But Loomis intervened, shooting Michael and sending him out a window. Phew, well, guess that's the end of him. Yeah, you know it's not.
No one knows how, but the body simply vanished, only to return later that night as if nothing had happened.
There's a
At the
reason
hospital.
why they call him the boogeyman.
Even after being set on fire and rendered comatose, Michael Myers would not be stopped.
Almost like he's some kind of invincible undead monster.
Many explanations have been given for Michael's strange abilities, but some less reputable sources suggest he's bound to the ancient druidic curse of
No.
Thorn, whose symbol is, well, they say it's an ancient icon of Halloween, but it's actually the Norse rune for Thor, sometimes called the Thorn rune.
Okay.
I think they just Googled rune and thorn and called it a day.
Yep.
Whoa. Is Michael Myers a Viking? Yes! Awesome!
No.
Curse or no
That would be
curse,
cool.
Michael is inexplicably driven to kill without hesitation, and his victims almost never see him coming.
Oh shit.
You said, uh-oh.
Well, explaining Michael away with a vague curse is nothing more than a crutch for the truth. The fact of the matter is, no one knows why he is so cruel, so violent, so unstoppable. He just is.
It just
At the end
is.
of the
It's like a
day,
shark.
Evil gives no explanation.
H2O.
Only despair.
Michael thrives not just on the satisfaction of murder, but the fear it inflicts in others.
Even scarier, his kills are done with surgical precision. He can murder you as quickly or slowly as he wants. This guy knows exactly what he's doing with that kitchen knife. He's like a hibachi chef of death.
And yet, his attacks were almost brought to an end by Laurie herself. But when the time came for the final blow, Michael proved his intelligence and wit by faking his own
Yep.
death using a body double.
Resurrection.
Oh, well, getting his sister to commit murder for him. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed.
He's also either impossibly sneaky or he can use teleportation, because he once moved through a yard full of motion sensors without setting off a single one, until he wanted to.
Look at this. There's just no stopping him. Fill him full of bullets, Michael will come back ready to rip off your head. Put him in the center of an exploding church, he'll survive and go on to kill dozens more people, just for dramatic effect.
It was this relentless evil that made the people of Haddonfield go ballistic and band together to end Michael Myers once
I like
and
the
for
new
all.
films.
Unfortunately, the town would soon realize that was just not possible.
Any ordinary person would have been long dead after what he experienced, but he took all of the
Halloween
town's
Kills was
punishment,
awesome.
got right back up, and went
Yep,
right back to
straight
doing
back to
what
work.
he does best.
And you know what's the creepiest
a great scene.
part about all this? They never caught him. He's still out there looking for his next prey, I assume.
So every Halloween night, lock your doors, turn off your lights, and pray you'll make it to morning. Because the boogeyman is real, and his name is Michael
I'm glad
Myers.
they didn't go into Halloween Ends then, because I haven't seen it. I would have just turned this off.
Death battle. All right, the tales have been told.
Let's
as hell
go.
runs free. Let's see which monster will stalk another day.
It's time for a spooky death
I'm still
battle!
backing Jason at this point, but it could go either way.
Mother is talking to you. The blackest eyes. The devil's eyes. Kill her.
Both have got great scores. Nice. It's Mikey. No, that was Jason? It seemed like Michael's mask. Okay. Oh, here we go. Ugh. Yep. I stuck him to the tree.
Alex!
I'd leave, man.
We gotta go!
Run away. Yep. He can come back. Just gonna throw the axe. This is cool. Gonna get him. There he goes. Oh! How is he still running? Yeah, this is so well done. Oh, he's... Jason jumped into it. How's this guy? This guy, how? Oh, now... now he's out.
Kill him, Jason. Kill him. Make Mother
Her head's there. Whoa. In the head. What? The... Okay, now... Wait, is that Michael though? He's been decapitated before. Oh, that'll do it. I told you Jason would win. Is this the end? It's still... KO'd.
Hey-o!
He's out.
Okay, are we sure he's dead? You can't be too careful.
Yeah, they always
with
come
these
back.
guys.
Michael Myers won't be rising from the grave this time. Jason was too much for him. The stories may paint these slashers as unstoppable, but they do have limits and can be understood.
To Michael's credit, he could match Jason in a lot of ways. Both were experts in methods of killing, and both could totally teleport.
Theoretically. Though if both of them really could teleport, then neither had an advantage in that regard. So teleportation deniers can rest easy knowing it wasn't really a factor here.
Even the explosions they both survived were similar in size and destructibility.
But Jason held the edge with his superior endurance and healing. Michael faking his death with a body double was clever, but he did it because he explicitly could not survive something like decapitation or getting half his torso blown off.
But Jason could. He also had more experience fighting other supernatural enemies like Leatherface, Freddy, and his uber self. So I doubt Michael could have surprised him with something he's never seen before.
And Jason was just as strong and vicious as Michael, if not more. So given the difference in survivability, he had a much better chance of striking Michael down first. In a battle between two unkillable monsters,
Yeah.
it's only natural it would come down to who was more
Michael's still
unkillable.
human.
After being ripped to pieces, Michael could now rip in peace. Right, Jocelyn?
Oh, she's gone too.
Jocelyn? Hello?
The winner is Jason
Nailed it.
Voorhees. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next week. But you can always get more Death Battle right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Next time. You serious? Sauron versus the Lich King. Okay. Well, that was fun. I kind of like predicted that Jason would win. Like, even though Michael is amazing, he's a unstoppable force of nature, he's still inherently human. Whereas Jason started off human in his movies. After the final chapter, he was a reanimated zombie brought back to life by means we don't know, but he could keep coming back. So he is unstoppable in that regard. So he can regenerate. But Michael was, like I said, he's still human. So he took off his head and then split the head in half. So unless Michael was faking that again, a la H2O, he's out. He's done. That was a lot of fun. I really had a good time with that. That was sick. So anyway, guys, if you like my content, how about leaving a like or subscribing? And once again, Patreon and socials all linked down below in the description box. So come say hi. All right, catch you next time. Thanks for watching.